think it was great hearing different people my age speak and talk about their experiences, as well as seeing a lot of politicians and people who work for the White House who are willing and excited to help us with this new movement that we're working towards. That was the most exciting.
Thanks, Karen. Were there any other was there anything that other sites had already established in their alumni associations that you would like to see implemented here?
Yes, I think the mentor program, in terms of the Boston site, has the little brother, big brother, or big sister, little brother. I think that would be great. I would like to see that here in San Francisco, but we're starting the mentorship program, which is something like that. So I think that would be great.
So would you want to see an additional mentor program besides the one we're starting with younger folks?
I think right now, I think it's great where we're starting just to see how many people are really serious about it and are involved. I think we should start there. And then, yeah, eventually I would actually like to start a big sister or little sister, because I feel like that's really what we're working towards, starting at a younger age.
Okay, thanks. And how do you feel the Bay Area site can be better represented nationally?
I definitely think a lot more of us, like I said, need to get engaged and involved with what's going on here locally so that we would want to do stuff nationally. I think that the next time they do have an alumni conference, maybe we can even have it hosted in the Bay Area, show them that we want them to come here and that we're excited about it. So just getting everyone engaged first, I think, would be a good idea.
Okay. For those who are going to watch this video later, Keren from Class 7 said she would like to see more of you engaged. Me too. If you could attend the next summit, would you? Why or why not?
Yes, I would. I enjoyed myself. Just, of course, being able to meet other Europe students from all different parts of the States was a great experience. I definitely look forward to going again, hopefully next year, and seeing the improvement from this year to next year and putting some ideas that we have as a Europe San Francisco site and hopefully being able to bring them when we do attend next year.
Okay, so that's the end of the question section for folks on the call or who are going to watch the video. That was Keren Osman, our Class 7 attendee to the National Alumni Summit. And hopefully we'll be able to hear from some other people if there's time later in the meeting. I was a facilitator, so my experience was a little different because I was working the entire time. But it was great to meet with people from other sites and hear their challenges and ideas for how we can be stronger. The takeaway is that the alumni associations across the board and nationally want to be self-sufficient from staff, and that's from facilitating their own events in their local cities, and that's to being able to coordinate the National Alumni Summit with eventually independent of staff. And so that was the big takeaway that I took, and I also took away that other sites are having challenges having alumni be participatory in their sites too, so that made me feel a little less bad about the lack of participation here. But I did get ideas from other alumni association presidents about things that we can do to engage alumni more, and Virgil will be talking about one of those ideas later in the meeting.
Can I ask a follow-up? And just like, what are some of those ideas that you got specifically? Like, I know we had a breakout group with Atlanta, so like maybe some takeaways from that.
Atlanta site, they came up with the idea to kind of make alumni associations more exclusive and make them seem like a club that you wanted to be a part of. So the big takeaway from that was maybe having jackets that you earn at a certain point when you've participated up to a certain level. And I've started talking about that idea with Clara from Class 5 and Dallas from Class 6, possibly having class rings. So just things that will encourage people to participate with rewards at the end of certain levels of participation. So that was a good idea from Atlanta. VeEsther, I'm going to ask you some questions about your experience at the Alumni Summit. Could you come sit up here so that it will be easier for them to hear you?
Sure.
VeEsther from class 7 is here, so I'm going to ask her the same questions that I asked Keren, and you guys can hear her responses. Sharina wants to know how many sites we have now.
9, 10, 10.
9 or 10 sites.
10.
Sharina.
I will name them and you can count them and then we'll know. Do you want to do that?
Around 10, Sharina.
Okay.
So, VeEsther, what was one idea discussed at the summit that you would like to see implemented at the local site?
One idea that was mentioned was outreach and getting more people involved with Europe. It's surprising how many people don't really know about this program. So definitely here I want to get an outreach program going so we can spread the word and we can get more attendees for Europe, Bay Area.
VeEsther mentioned outreach, so she wants to get the outreach program, which they already have, but I think a stronger outreach program to get the word out about Europe and raise awareness. What was the most powerful moment of the summit for you?
The most powerful moment for me was when we were all mixing together as one. On the first night when we were at the dinner, we had a couple of people speaking to us, and everybody just bonded together and we got to know each other as one site. And that was one powerful moment.
Okay. Repeating VeEsther's answer, it was getting to know everyone from the different sites and bonding with everyone. Was there anything that the other sites had already established in their alumni associations that you would like to see implemented here?
For me, in my opinion, their alumni associations were kind of close-knit together. There are more people involved. I think we could, for the local site, we can get different ideas going so more alumni from the past classes can get together, because I would like to see that close-knit, that tightness with this site.
Okay. So more projects for alums to be a part of? Okay. How do you feel the Bay Area site can be better represented nationally?
Right now, I think we're where we need to be, but in the future, I would like to, like I said in the beginning, more outreach so we can get more people. I think, more people need to be involved.
Okay. If you could attend the next summit, would you? Why or why not?
I would love to attend the next summit because it's just a great experience overall, to meet with different sites. That's amazing. See what everybody else is up to.
Okay. Thanks. VeEsther answered that she would attend the next summit just to experience it again and see what everybody's been up to. And from VeEsther's questions, are there any questions?
You mentioned that you thought that San Francisco was well represented. In what ways do you feel support your claim?
Virgil just asked VeEsther how does she feel, in what ways was the Bay Area well represented nationally?
Even though we didn't really know some of the people from the past classes that went, I felt like we represented ourselves well. Just keeping Europe Bay Area's reputation together, and there was no bad reviews from us, and I think that's how we kept it together.
So I think VeEsther is saying behaviorally,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we represented the Bay Area side well, keeping the Europe standard. Any more questions?
I have a question. Sorry to be taking it off. But so VeEsther, I remember when we were traveling home, you talked to me about how you were I never had a national network. I never knew people in New York before or in Boston before, and now I have these people. So do you have a plan to stay in touch with them? Have you been keeping in touch, or have you thought about how you're gonna maintain that national network?
Absolutely. I've already added most of the people that I've connected with in DC to my LinkedIn profile and some people on my Facebook profile, along with getting their email addresses. So I do keep up with them
Awesome.
that way.